Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's me, J Money Paper Sex, shaking the camera. Anyway, I'm here for another book video. However, I will warn you, as of recent, I have been almost exclusively doing book content, but I definitely think I need to start, not need, I want to start reintroducing some of the other topics on my channel that I have been known to dabble in. The travel, the plants, especially the plants, the travel content for sure, and then these. But my nail content will probably be in the form of shorts because the planning that it takes to do like a full video on nails is probably beyond my not skill set or capability, my time allowance. Because as you can see, I can barely do these. But that's a 2-minute intro, so we can skip that now and then talk about this book, because this book has been on my spirit for a while to speak about. Okay, so the book is Half His Age by Jenette McCurdy. I know what you're thinking. Jenette McCurdy, the memoir writer. Yes, I guess she got the writing bug. She really enjoyed the experience of her writing her memoir, which I reviewed that. I'll maybe link it. You know me and my skills, girl. I'll try my best to link it. But I guess she really caught the writing bug from that, and she decided to dip her toe into fiction. So this is a fiction book. We'll dabble into why I make that face. This is a fiction book. It's a fiction book. It's a fiction book, but okay. I feel like I need to open this video with saying, for her first effort in fiction, it's not terrible. Do I think she should continue her fiction writing career? Absolutely. Is this definitely a first novel that's been like catapulted to fame, so to speak, or to a more public eye based off her history of celebrity and her memoir? Absolutely. It is mildly above mediocre. Like, if I had to rate it, it would be a 3.5 or a 3.75 out of 5. So not terrible. I've definitely rated worse. So not terrible, but I needed to say that first, and then I will say some nitty gritty about the book. So what is the book about? The book is about an underage girl. And so by underage, I mean like high school age, honey. A high school age girl who falls in love with her English teacher because she's got writing skills and he's the only one, praising her or whatever. She's got no support at home, no dad, her mom. I can't remember. So I finished this book a while ago. I can't remember if the mom is like on drugs or she's just like not present and working a lot of jobs. Either way, as a trend on this channel, and I guess a trend in fiction, this mom completely lets down the main character. Completely let her down, which is crazy that I am blanking on the main character's name. We're going to hold the phone and I'm going to go get my iPad to look that up because I feel like I should know that. Waldo. The girl's name's Waldo. The main character's name is Waldo. As you can see, I completely blocked that out. I think when reading it, I might have thought that that was a nickname. I guess my brain never processed that was her fucking name. Okay, whatever. Her name's Waldo. And like, this is where I struggle because it's like you were trying to be unique and whimsical, and that did not work. You could have named her Sarah. Like, you naming her Waldo did not make that character or the book any more memorable for me. Anyway, glad we had that journey together. Anyway, it's about this girl who's in love with her teacher. and she seduces him because she wants him, essentially sexually. She wants him. She wants to be in a relationship with him, but knows he has a wife. She creeps him on him for a while. She expresses her feelings to him. He rightfully so as a 40-year-old man or however old he is. He's an adult. He's like 40, 30. He's not even like, ooh, Romeo and Juliet laws. You're 17 and I'm 20 or something. No, no, no. This is like a 40-year-old man. So yada, yada, yada. He eventually caves to the wants of this young girl, and they're like dating and hanging out and fucking. And then the whole time she is like accepting that, oh, well, this is my role as a side chick. I know he has to be with his family on Christmas. I know he probably can't, hang out with me for my birthday. And oh, I know we have to do this text chain and talk in code and blah, 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 as a 17-year-old girl. So this is creepy. It's a creepy storyline, but kind of predictable. Like, this isn't new, right? So creepy storyline, kind of predictable. She falls in love with him. He has a wife and kids. He decides, to keep her as a side piece for a while. And then he decides to leave his wife at some point. He decides to leave his wife at some point and get an apartment and move in with her. She's still underage, by the way. They end up moving in together, and then obviously she gets him and she doesn't like him anymore. She realizes that this is creepy. This is an old dude. He's got kids, a family that he messed up, right? He doesn't want to do anything that her young budding mind and body wants to do. Like, you've made a mistake, girly pop. She's out of love with him. She's no longer aroused or attracted to him. That's the story. Her mom like comes around. By comes around, I mean stops being a crappy mom for like a millisecond. And she's like, well, I'm done with my crappy dude. It's me and you, girl. It's me and you. And so Waldo like gets that reality check from her mom and is like, oh, well, if my mom can leave that dude, I can leave my 40-year-old man and we can be, mother, daughter, happy go lucky, blah, 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 blah. And she does. And of course, her mom bows out because, all the adults are failing her in this book. So that ends up being the end of the book. I wish I could tell you there was a little bit more. Maybe she like drives away into the sunset. I'm pretty sure that's something that actually happens. She drives away into the sunset. That was the end of the book. But here's something that I want to bring up. Now, this is what I'm going to say is all my opinion. It's all my opinion, girl, because I can see you in the comments. Just sidebar, threads. The amount of opinions, the threads of it all. Is anyone else on threads? And everything you say, everyone has like an opinion on, and we need to have a full on debate about my fucking opinion. My video girl, my thread girl, here we are. YouTube is not as bad as threads, but my God, y'all be having some big feelings over there. And sometimes I let y'all have it and I just stop checking notifications unless you do get out. And then sometimes I'm like, this is not worth you blowing up my phone notifications for, and I have to delete the thread. Or like, I can tell you've misunderstood what I was trying to fucking say in the first place. And I have to delete it. But anyway, I just went on a tangent. But I can see you in the comments, saying factual this, factual that. We're talking about my opinion right now. My opinion is what's coming up right now. My opinion. So here's my opinion. I think it is, okay, so I've read, this is not an original concept. Anyone who reads books knows this is not an original concept. It's done a million times over. I've probably read it at least 5 times last year, right? For whatever reason, this is a thread. This is a common thread. It's here, it's there, it's sprinkled here, it's sprinkled there, it's sprinkled everywhere. It's in the fucking, it's in fucking Twilight, like, right? Like, or old men, young women. It's everywhere. So, not an original concept, but what I do think is interesting. And again, this is my opinion. I think it is interesting when you have a public figure such as Jenette McCurdy. Jenette McCurdy is a public figure that is known for something before her authorhood, her authorship, right? She was an actress. She's known for this very transparent, beautiful memoir. And now she's written this work of fiction. And I think it's interesting when you have a public figure like this who dives into these like little dirty little topics or these like taboo ass topics. Like, what in your mind did Jenette McCurdy wanted to write about statutory rape? In like the entirety of the book is statutory rape. Like it's not even like uh it's not even like a side story or an undertone. The bulk of this book is about a young woman named fucking Waldo, apparently. A young woman named Waldo. In an inappropriate relationship with an older man. And it's not like an undercurrent, it's not like a side story, it's not like she's in love with this older man and she's also solving a murder mystery. Nope, this was the bulk of the book. I find that interesting for a public figure to make that, you know, the bread and butter of their storytelling. Oh no, I think that was a bold choice. It might be a good choice, but I think that's a bold move. But also, I think that is an interesting, bold choice. But it also, like, what was the next book about, girl? Like, where do you go from here? Where do you go? But also, like some of the stuff that she decided to write in detail about was also like, this is just floating in your head. Like at one point, she was banging the dude on her period, and the wife came home and they had to hide in the closet. I will write that there are spoilers, by the way. And she had to hide in the closet, and then she's like in the closet putting her hand under herself and like period blood is coming out and falling into her hands. And that scene was written in so much fucking detail. Like interesting minds of this author, of Jenette McCurdy. But I feel like that when I'm reading plenty of authors though, I'm like, what is going on in your fucked up head? Like, what's her name? Karen Slaughter? Baby, get therapy. Go. I'll book the appointment for Karen Slaughter. Oh, girl, my new ring light be going in and out. It's crazy, actually. It's crazy. Whatever. I paid for it. Anyway, um, I'm done. I'm done rambling. Here's the thing. I will still read Jenette McCurdy's next book. I am very interested to see where her authorship goes. It's not that there is not a lack of talent here. I would love to see her beef her writing skills up and like, you know, I love a dark book. I do love a dark topic, but it felt like the whole book being about statutory rape was a choice. The whole book being about like there could have been like some thriller aspect, maybe the thriller girl, right? There could have been something. There could have been, you know, but I'm fucking my teacher, but maybe I'm in love with my best friend. Like there could have been other layers here on top of the statutory rape. I will never get monetized for how many times I've said statutory rape in this video. Great. That's what the YouTubers be saying. Statutory grape. That's what the YouTubers do. Your girl's not monetized, so I can do whatever I want, perhaps. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe so that eventually I'm going to have to delete this video for saying statutory rape so many times. Do all those things. But yeah, stay tuned. I got stuff to post, stuff to post. So stuff to say. Okay. Have a good evening.